Hello and welcome back to 3 Martini Latch Plays Kerbal Space Program. I am 3 Martini Latch and I will be playing Kerbal Space Program. This is the 0.23 Career Series, Episode 2. In Episode 1, you recall I did a ballistic launch and got up above Kerbin's atmosphere, but I didn't get quite as much science as I was hoping for. I was missing one of the items on that Tier 2 science. But I'm pretty sure I can still do the mission that I want to do, which is get into a polar orbit so I can get EVA reports from above all of the biomes on Kerbin. So I'm going to go ahead and build a ship to get that done, which I'm doing now. This is going to be ultimately what gets into orbit. I would have liked to have one of those 909s and probably would have put one of these smaller engines on it instead, but yeah, we're going to go with that. And let's see, put this here, and some more fuel. I think I can do 3 more of these. I'm going to stick with the gimbaling engine. Now we've got the mystery goo science canister here, and I'm going to need some of those. I'm going to have one on the launch pad, one in low orbit, one in high orbit. Not in high orbit, one of the launch pad, one in low atmosphere, one in high atmosphere, one in low orbit, and then one where I land. So I need 5 of these. Now I only need one where I land, which means it doesn't have to be on that capsule, but putting just one on there is probably not a good idea. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 on there for balancing. And that means I need 3 more. So I'll just go to triple, there we go. And again, these won't be landed with it, but remember you can hop out and grab the science. So that's what I'm going to do. And again, just to make sure that this is going to be capable of pushing that whole load, I'm just going to have Jeb run out and do a quick test flight, just to make sure it's got positive thrust on it. And yeah, as soon as the launch pad loads up, we'll be doing that test. And here comes the launch pad. Come on. And throttle up. Hit the stage. And it takes off quite nicely, so we're good to go there. Again, that was just simulation, test flight, whatever you want to call it. VAB loaded up pretty quickly. And so now we put on some more lifting stuff on there. I'm going to go with 4 times symmetry to put these on. And I think I can go 5 engines for 5 gas tanks for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, I want to stay with the gimbaling engines just so I have some type of control authority. The torque in this little capsule is not going to have enough juice to spin the whole thing around. And one more time, run a quick simulation just to see if it's going to be able to get off the ground. Normally I'd use something like MechJab or Engineer Redux just to tell me what the thrust-to-weight ratio is, but don't have that luxury. I could do the math, I suppose, but in the interest of time, let's try to speed this up a little bit. And let's see. And yeah, it's a little slow, I think, even with the delay. I always get brown here for this. It tries to render water. It's a little spinny. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take off one set of fuel tanks off the top there. I think that'll work a little better. Okay, that should be good. Who's up next in rotation? Mission 2 is going to be Kirk. Speaking of Mission 2, this is Mission 2 Polar Express. Again, because my plan is to get into a polar. Oops, straighten this stuff out. Get into a polar orbit, so I can get EVA from space near Kerbin for each one of Kerbin's biomes. So let's come on, Launchpad. Now there's something here in the Launchpad I want to show you, and if anybody has any advice for this, please post it in the comment section. You see, I'm just sitting here. The numbers are tan, and I think it has to do with that water. And if I go up here where it doesn't have to render the water anymore, it turns green, and I get good performance. I think even if I turn this way, no, it's still trying to do water. But same thing, I can go where it's chasing the spaceship, and it turns green. Anyways, if anybody has an idea what I can do to fix that, please post it in the comment section. In the meantime, here I go. I don't want to leave yet. I've got some science to do. Let's observe the mystery goo. The goo doesn't seem to be doing much of anything at all. Yeah, well, you can give me 3 science for now on that. And now I believe I can take off. And as long as I'm in the lower atmosphere, I'll observe the other mystery goo. And it jiggles and wobbles as the craft flies. 7 science. Cleaning up. This is a pretty slow launch, but again, if I calm down here, there we go, speeds up. So it's not quite as slow as I had initially thought. Anyways, while we're waiting for the launch to proceed here, we'll talk about some of the mods that I'm using. In fact, yeah, back to launch up here. Go from this way. Yeah, there we go. Got MechJet, of course. The MechJet I can do basically everything MechJet can do. I can do manually, but it takes a lot of the tedium out of some of the more repetitive tasks. Some of the more stuff that's it's tedious. It removes those things from having to do. I've got my Kerbal alarm clock, and again, if anybody wants to complain about crutches, this this is my crutch. I could not play Kerbal Space Travel without the Kerbal alarm clock. Those of you who know me also know I like the improved maneuver nodes. However, the gentleman that produced that has stopped supporting it. He recommended another package. I think it was called Precise Maneuver Nodes. Once we get up into space, I don't know if we'll see it this mission, but we'll see it at some point. And it's almost just like the maneuver nodes. I've got the TAC fuel balancer up here. I don't get to use that often, but it's nice to have. And let me take care of some maneuver in here, and we'll get back to it. And then I'm going to get to a polar orbit, so I'm going to go northward bound. Right there. Perfect. So now we're looking here. It is looking pretty good. Come on. And that's a single click on the little flag, but if you got to do it without the dot on it for putting a maneuver node. Anyways, I've also got the kethane pack. Don't know if I'm going to be using that one or not, but it's on there, and various components of it come out as you progress along the tech tree. You probably saw it at the opening screen, all the hexagons all over Kerbin. That's the kethane mining pack that puts those on there. There's a way to turn it off, but I forgot how, and it doesn't really bother me. And what else? There was one more. A Kerbal attachment system. Again, not sure if I'm going to be using that one or not. I expect I will, but they've made a lot of changes in it since the last time I used it, so hopefully that'll be holy moly, gotta learn to pay attention there, TML. No, that might have... Well, I think this thing was a little fuel heavy anyways. I think I had more than enough to get the job done. Let's come down to here. I'm going to be going a little faster before I get all the way over to the horizon. Anyways, I figure I'll get the apoapsis up to about 85,000, maybe a hair over, to account for the last bit of wind resistance from the upper atmosphere. And speaking about upper atmosphere, I'm going to have to get a... I better do that now. No. Hurry. I'm going too high. Ah, damn it. Oh, no, I'm still in the upper atmosphere. I'm just worried about this. No, I passed up my window, but that's fine. That's fine. 90,000 will work, I hope. And I'm at 69,000, so this is working out pretty well. All right, let's go ahead and time warp up to apoapsis. Pull it back here and come on, get down there. Yeah, it's going to raise my apoapsis up a little bit more, but yeah, what are you going to do? I hope I have plenty of fuel. Yeah, there should be more than enough. And I don't want to litter space up with that extra booster there, so I'm going to be sure and drop that off before it would get out of the atmosphere. We got this coming up. No! Well, I've got to do it. Don't want to litter space up. So that now let's go back a little more. And where are you? There you are. Probably should have pointed the right way first. Very exciting, I know. And that'll be fine. So anyways, reason I'm setting up in that polar orbit is if you look, I'm flying over particular terrain. I'll be able to hit all the biomes on Kerbin. So let me go ahead and do an EVA. And I think I'm going to hit highlands again. Yes, I already did the highlands, so I've got to wait till I get to some other terrain type. I don't know if there's grasslands here or not. Anyways, I'll go ahead and pause recording now because it's actually a rather tedious operation. You don't have to sit through the whole thing. We'll come back when I'm just about done. See you in a few minutes. And here I finally got the Badlands report, the last of the biomes. I'm going to keep that. Hop back in the spaceship. I'm going to say we're ready to go, but we've still got the science in those last 3 canisters. I like to point north and south when I'm getting out of the spaceship, so I'm going to go ahead and maneuver it that way. There we go. And I also like to quick save before I get out, because you never know what's going to happen. And EVA. Turn the light on, spacebar to let go, turn on the rocket. Now to jet down just a little bit, and you right click, collect data, remove data. And you got to be really close to do this too. So move it in, collect data, remove data. And again, I'm getting some pretty bad lag. And I don't know why that is. So again, if anyone, this started when they did 0.23. So if anyone has any ideas, I'm all ears. Come Get in there. So you're going to be pretty close. There we go. Take the data, remove data, and then get back to the front of the ship. Oh, now that I'm not looking at the planet, you can see I get it back. So it has to do with rendering the planet somehow. And there we go. Now all those reports are stored in there. We can take a look. I've still got a crew report. Yeah, it turns out that I didn't get a crew report while in space last time, and that was the 5 points that I needed for the for the mission. Anyways, for these, I've got the mystery goo, EVA report. Now I should have checked tundra, shores, water, ice caps, desert, mountains, badlands. Mystery goo in the upper atmosphere, mystery goo flying, and you might remember I already picked up the highlands on the first mission. So let's see where I am here. If I do this, I'll land in the dark, but I'm not really particularly picky about that. So let's see. Let's just turn this spaceship around, point in the retrograde direction. Drop that down to no. There you go. That'll be just fine. Get rid of that. And turn that off. And let's time accelerate. And again, if I'm looking at the planet, I'm losing frames, so I'm going to go ahead and look up at the sky. Excuse me while I kiss this guy. And I always like to enter the atmosphere at well, 5 times time warp, so I don't get that big of a difference once I'm in the atmosphere, which is now. I'm gonna go ahead and do my little look at the cockpit. Bring up the radar altimeter, and then I'll just time warp on down. Yep, time warping on down. Well, you know what, to save you guys some hassle, I'll go ahead and cut most of this out. And you can see here the drop below 500. I'm going to go ahead and zoom on down to below 100. And I think I'm over some pretty tall mountains, because it still says I'm 1,800 feet up. And in fact, I'm going to turn on the SAS, just in case I didn't want to roll over onto anything. And moving kind of fast, and nope. Yeah, we're down. Okay, yeah, not a problem there. Let's do that last mystery goo. And where are we at? Oh, Highlands. Well, I don't have mystery goo from the Highlands. I think I've got the crew reports, and well, I can't do a crew report there anyways. EVA. Come on. Crew report, yeah, crew report 0. I've already done Highlands. I'm not going to leave a flag because I've already got samples from the Highlands. And we're just going to do a recover. See how much science we got. I think I had 5 left over from previous time. Oh yeah, so 5 more wouldn't have been enough. Anyways, 109. I must have broadcast summary something. Anyways, to a total of 120. Not too bad. Let's take a look here. Well, yeah, I'll pick up that, because again, I'm going to go 1 tier at a time. I can't jump tiers. Leaves me with 105 science. Each one of these is 45, so it's only going to get me 2 of these. Well, this has more science, so I'm grabbing it. Now it's a matter of control surfaces. Gives me this and this, very nice. Struts and stability enhancer, also very nice. And the gas tank, yeah, you know, that's This one's also got, I do like that. But I'm afraid I like the control authority a little bit more, so I'm going to go with this one. So anyways, that's it for this episode. I want to thank you for tuning in, and good night, everybody, and you too, Mrs. Miller.